Triple M rocks!
Triple M's rocking, okay. It's 21 minutes after 7. Jason Bailey is from a mob called LearnConnect. What he does, Mick Molloy, tune in to this, okay, is he gives you the do's, the don'ts, and the dangers of the office Christmas party.
I'm writing this down.
A.K.A. Bunga Bunga Party. He joins us on the line. Good morning, Jason.
Good morning, guys. How are we?
Good, mate. Now, what is the big danger going into the Christmas party? In all seriousness, can get you into a lot of trouble and maybe even ruin your career.
Yeah, well, the silly season started, hasn't it? And there's a lot of companies gearing up for their Christmas party, and there's probably a few that have already had theirs. So I dare say there's a couple of listeners out there that are wishing we had this chat a couple of weeks ago. But Christmas parties are, a great event that employees really look forward to throughout the year, and it's a time to celebrate and let the hair out a little bit and socialise with colleagues. But it's really important to keep it into context, and it is a work event, and it still is considered the workplace. So there's a couple of do's and don'ts to think about.
Yeah, what are they, mate?
I guess the big one is to, be careful about your alcohol intake. So it's commonly known that excessive drinking can often lead to poor behaviour. So at these Christmas parties, there's often
now you tell me,
or open bars, and that's like a red cloth to a bull mix. So you've got to be really careful about that. Keep track of your drinks. I dare say if you can't remember how many drinks you've had, you've probably had too many. Try to alternate your drinks with a non-alcoholic.
What do you do if you're the bloke who is watching and you're being a little bit sensible? I mean, do you go over and pull your mate up, or what's the situation there? What's the etiquette?
Oh, absolutely, that's the etiquette. So, one of the other important things I was going to say is to keep an eye out on your workmates and colleagues, and if you feel like they may have lost count of their drinks, to go up and give them a hand and get them back on track.
I've got an office party tomorrow. It's my office.
We're coming to.
Yeah, I know. And what I look forward to every year is a couple of hours in, when everyone decides to tell me how the place should be run properly and all that stuff.
And another thing, McGuire.
Jace, that's not a great idea, is it?
It's not. It's probably number 2 or 3 on the do not list. Despite that alcohol-inspired confidence you get up after a couple of beers or a glass of wine, it's not the most appropriate time to bail the boss or the senior manager up in the corner and share them ideas with you on how to make the business better or even to ask for a pay rise.
Hey, Jace, can I run you through a scenario? AFL Grand Final in the Triple M marquee. Mick Molloy's reasonably well lubricated. Ben Amafio, the general manager here. Mick's got him in a headlock. At one point saying, you don't know how lucky you are to have Mick Molloy on Triple M. This place.
By the way, Ben Amafio, who is the son of one of Australia's great TV ringside boxers as well.
And can seriously go himself. Was that a good move, Jace, from Mick's point of view or not?
You know what? I haven't heard of many instances like that that have kick-started careers. It's probably done more to put your reputation at risk more than anything.
You're joking, aren't you? You got a new contract. He's killed them.
We're still trying to sign.
Bunga Bunga Party.
You know what happened? I think there was a curious logic to it. I haven't worked it out yet, but yeah.
I think the underlying message is, listen, what's done is done, and it's really hard to undo that. The key thing we try to get out to employers is to make sure that they educate their staff on what is and what's not appropriate behaviour.
Jason, what about interaction with the opposite sex? To be encouraged, discouraged, what do you do? What's the line?
Well, I did a little bit of research the other day and came across a couple of conflicting statistics. The first one was that 1 in 10 relationships start in the office. So, there's a few people sitting out there going, well, this is a great time for me to go and tell that person how I feel about them. The other statistic was that about 45% of people who attend office parties or social functions wake up the next morning regretting something they did and said. So you've got to be really careful about how you go about that, because unwelcome advances can often lead into something more serious.
What about drink spiking? Is that out?
And again, I don't know, it probably classifies as in the out column, I'd say.
Okay.
Yeah, probably, Jason. Yeah, probably. We'll establish that. Yeah. We'll go out on a limb and say we'll put that one in the bag.
Probably.
Column.
Someone's got to ask the question.
Someone's got to ask the question. So
a lot of people with
educational. I was just saying what everyone out there's thinking.
The bottom line, Jason, is you can get yourself in a lot of trouble. You can get the flick, you can get sued, you can have sexual harassment, all those sorts of things. And it's a minefield, isn't it? Because there are the furtive looks across the crowded room and all that sort of stuff, and the opportunity. And I know for Mick, it's the tough one for you tonight, Mick, because the girls here have just been hanging out for the opportunity to see you.
I heard the statistic 1 in 10, and I'm going, well, where's my 1 in 10? Start pulling your weight, ladies. Someone step up to the plate.
Thanks, mate.
Thanks, guys.
Jason Bailey, give LearnConnect a call if you seriously want to make sure there's no issues with your Christmas parties coming up.
Do you think Greg's spiking that question? You can't say that.
You have to ask. Otherwise, you don't know. It's a grey area.
Timely message for us tonight. 7:27. triplem.com.au. If you're brave enough to come tonight, there's still a few passes to give away.
We're going to give away some after the 7:30 news. It's 27 after 7. Thanks to our great friends, the new look Toyota Hilux. This is Triple M's Bunga Bunga Network.
Traffic. Triple M Hot Breakfast Traffic.
Buy an AE Pro Lithium 4-piece power tool kit at Bunnings for $499, and you'll also